don't play. At least here on Icebox, I know that these players are going to be hyper familiar.
Yeah, it's a map they're confident on, but versus 10-star, they have a 16-14 victory in their last map, so we'll see how it's going to go this time. I think a lot of this will actually rely on Patatek, how he's going to perform in this one. Of over, he shot a bullet, and well, he's going to be spotted. Patatek will get the heal up as well, so putting himself in a great spot.
Planted.
That spike planted, XL start to fall back, but they're going to run into Kellogg's here. Or Kellogg's is going to run into them. With Meadow falling, though, it might not matter about the flank if there's nothing to slow them down in front. Kellogg's doing damn well. Leaves it down to just Element, and they almost know where he is. At least they suspect it, and he's got to make a play now, getting the space over towards Pipe.
Kills. Wow, XL are going to risk it.
Standing ahead.
Yeah, rolling the dice on this. I like it. It's a statement of confidence in themselves and in their ability here on the attack. What a statement it would be to win it. The push coming in, XL slowed down by a bit of Viper utility, and they've lost Aussie. That's going to be the spike down. Great info. G2 start to rotate. Nukia farming up close with Meadow, finishing off the kills, but with 20 HP, keeps on going. That's a mistake, at least it proves to be. Especially when there was a Sage online, Tom. Could have went back for the heal.
Maybe a little bit over-aggressive. Maybe thought he was going to get pushed on and just wanted to give himself the best chance. The fact is, though, they don't necessarily need to push this. Instead, it's actually going to be the hunt coming through. Kellogg's has caught two as they tried to back away. Even lands a tag onto Mo, giving his two teammates the best possible opportunity to close out this round.
Yeah, at this point, look, there's not really much hope for Mo. 49 health, and on the crossover, he's been caught.
Going to be the case. The real plus, though, is the fact that Kellogg's, he's got so many kills in these early rounds.
Plus,
he
right?
Has a Blade Storm.
Yeah, Blade Storm, but no kills with it. Barely any damage after the round fades out a little bit, because Element's getting healed up. Oh, Hoodie. That was a headshot, most 13 HP. The Vandal, one-shot headshot, any range, but unfortunately, the box has cushioned a bit of the blow. Avova could be in similar trouble. The Chihuahua's very far away. He steps out. Even the first headshot won't be enough to take him down. Avova, that's why he waits, right? Lets him step out and back in. He wants him wide open so he can finish him off.
Yeah, luckily for him at least, there's no armor on the other side, so it's just not going to be quite as bad as if he was trying to spam him down from afar. So, be given a decent opportunity, and they know he's here, so this flank really isn't anywhere near as damaging. He's going to know as well as anyone else that they're going to be waiting. Timing going to be the main factor here, and for Avova, it's free. I've even got some utility to try and deny this. I like that they had a shot dart behind the Nano just to catch him as he tried to run away. There are some lovely combos.
He's broken the UI.
Coming in here.
This is where XL going to buy.
Yeah, the thing is, though, they come into it with an operator. So there's something for Kellogg's to play with already. His opponent's been pinged, but he didn't expect a second one. Chihuahua makes the run through. Now, there's still a few bonus weapons here. Some SMGs in play. And a lot of these rounds have been very costly, but now Meadow comes in from behind and manages to catch another, making this back into a 4v4 scenario. They still have a hold ready, and now Nuke's got an operator, and, well, let's be real, he's no slouch.
Yeah, Element's gone as well. This is a massive problem for XL. Getting onto this site will be tough, but they've taken down Hoodie. It's a good first step. They still have their wall online. That's where the Nano Swarm slows, delays, eliminates Patatek from afar with an operator. G2 are miles ahead. This round is basically theirs. Someone needs to step it up, and Aussie's been hurt. They know exactly the surprise strategy he was trying to deploy.
And these are plays that are big risks for G2, but it was in a round where they could afford to take them. And because they've not really been caught by any of them, they've tried them in other rounds as well with like really fast flanks coming through. It's ended up as a bit of a problem. Blade Storm should at least be able to isolate one, and the trades are going back thick and fast, at least, again, making things costly for G2, but you're looking at a 5-0 start on your defensive side. That is huge on a map like Icebox.
Yeah, no, absolutely. 5-0. If they survive with 3 players here, their economy will still be pretty happy. Still be farming up that little bit of extra cash.
Here.
But
Like very good at just shutting down large areas at specific times in the round.
Oh, you're going to Viper's Pit deployed straight away, shutting down the entirety of the A side, essentially. Very hard for XL to get in here, but it's early round. They still have a drone online. They might just want to use that to try and hunt them down. Remember, with the res to play with as well, if you can even manage to trade that Viper, things could look fantastic. There's definitely enough in play for XL to not really need to worry about that Viper's Pit. But a couple of them have now been spotted. And this is where you start to think that maybe you're going to run into more than just that Viper. It's not even the second player in the pit I'm worried about. It's Meadow further back. He represents a safety net for them with the lockdown, but also covering any sort of higher peaks. This is, again, going to be very tough for XL to get into, but they sort of pigeonholed themselves by not having any control elsewhere.
UK is the one to get pinged up, get tagged, but there's actually a tag in response. Aussie goes down, and Avova's still just lurking within the shadows, landing every shot that's put upon him. Now the full force of G2 is waiting, and well, there is a reason that a lot of people do not go pushing into a Viper's Pit, especially one like that with elevated control. Chihuahua, he knows he needs to get the first kill, and I like him, G2.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit concerning at this stage. You know, well, nice opening. There's a few strategies I hate more than playing solo on one side of the map for a minute and making noise, getting spotted by a drone, and then continuing to sit there. Because if your opponents have pushed behind, you're gone. You need at least a lurker or some utility to cover your back, then make sure they haven't pushed. They didn't have that. XL took a lot of risks. Now, though, they got a lot of kills. No dash online for Kellogg. Sorry, you're gone. And XL come from one of the worst rounds we've seen to possibly one of the best. They just run over the B site and leave Avova try and clutch it all.
Have you ever seen Rush before?
Yes, actually, a fair few times. Yeah.
Damn it!
Yeah, it was a good attempt.
I don't know what Avova's hoping for here. Gonna try and take some space. As they're gonna push into it though. Both tagged up low. Now there is a lurk coming in from behind, but he's just gonna try and stick this halfway. At least get it a little bit further. No, he's just going for the whole thing all the way through. No way.
That's what he did.
that was just like a nice.
Nice. Yeah, exactly what it is. Nice.
Oh no. That's going to haunt XL for a very, very long time. That should have been over a long time before that. And well, Kellogg's knows that they're still pushing in this direction. He's going for the same play again. Didn't work the first time. Let's see how it goes the second time. Almost exactly the same. It seems like that might not be the best strat. Don't worry, Avova's alive. It's fine.
Chihuahua was like, bro, I've got my ult. I'm going to put the Viper's Pit down. He just came running over with the Viper's Pit in his hand. I don't know what he was thinking. Well, there's no way that they clutch this one. Avova with one more player than the previous one before. But
they're not pushing it this time.
They haven't run through the snake bite, so yeah, big improvement.
Oh, God. Oh, well. Thankfully.
The most people won't, most teams won't use. Because you see this, like, you don't get a Killjoy every game. That's not the rarest thing in the world, but it's a really nice setup. Oh my god. Avova stood in the middle. Oh no. All right, yeah, this guy's unkillable. He's on some other stuff. I don't know. How does he stand in the middle of his ult, take down his orb, kill someone, run away, get revealed by a recon arrow, continue running away, and survive? Explain that one to me. Like 4 people spraying at him.
He's toggling on and off God
That's
mode.
the only explanation. He's hidden the chat. That's it.
Oh no. Well, again, this A site take really hasn't gone to plan, at least in the initial stages. Now, they have a lot of utility still themselves. The problem is, you'll be looking at that Viper's Pit for Chihuahua and thinking, you know what, that's something great. They can use that right now. Well, Meadow has been holding this lockdown for a rainy day. It's almost like the same sort of counter we had on Ascent a while back. Just basically just going, okay, you're going to use that. I'll use this in response. There, it's instant. Who could have seen that coming?
No, I think completely unpredictable actions going out there. Nukia able to eliminate Element. Chihuahua's going to try to find some space around the back. And he has done exactly that by eliminating Meadow. Now, sneaking his way out right into Kellogg's line of sight. And a second will be found.
The Hunter's Fury just to deny Meadow back again, and it didn't even work. They still managed to pull off the retake within the Viper's Pit, so It seems like in a lot of these rounds there's been opportunities. It hasn't worked out, and while Hoodie left behind, gonna manage to get himself one, drop the spike, get the info, pinged up as well as Element. Oh no, the timing couldn't have been any worse. He waits for the final ping so that he can throw the smoke down, and then he gets pre-fired by Meadow anyway. And Kellogg's is still lurking around. Mo, well, he's got to put always will.
Oh my God. Kellogg's was ready for it. Oh, he's ready for that too. Oh God, someone stop this guy. He's got 4 kills already and looking for the ace. Kellogg's has got it. It's in G2.
Get out of my way.
I would take one of the most ludicrous comebacks, also on the defensive side, and at a bare minimum, they're going to need an extra round. No surprises to see they're going towards the B site. They have had one successful round. It's been on B. It was a rush, and they managed to shut down the man who's just aced them. This time, he's not even there, and I'm not surprised, because he's probably thinking, why on earth would they go back to that?
Yeah, why would they? It ultimately didn't exactly go to plan last time, but maybe that's the whole idea. Maybe they've spotted the cracks now. Maybe they know how to exploit this. Let's see.
Right here.
Kellogg miles away will present a different challenge. He'll be active for the retake.
No charges left.
The wall to be broken. She can be seen. The ponytail visible. They even catch her on the way back. Okay, Ozzy gets found. But Kellogg's taken down. He was trying a late flank and he's being spotted. Great blade storm out from Element. It's a little late, but looks like XL have finally got a second round. That's gone for shields, and that's only to accommodate the wall. The rest of the team is playing with ghosts. Things haven't been going too well in the dueling department, but this is where they're going to look to turn their look around. And actually, we've just had double walls. The wall below Tube, and then there's one in mid as well. Interesting. Blocked each other off.
Oh yeah, it's definitely shut down for now, but I guess when you're looking at G2, that's not really the plan anyway. There is that double duelist. Expected to see it. The pop-off players hoping that they can hold this one down. There is no other support available, at least for now. The rotation will be coming in thick and fast once the move is made, but G2 are taking their time.
Well, here they come. But he has spotted one down below, but they're not winning any of these duels. XL are coming out ahead, and then some. And with only Hoodie left, there wasn't much.
Such a huge advantage. If you even get like 3 kills in this round, win the next, you're looking at what, like an 11-4 scoreline where you need to just grind out 2 rounds and both teams are coming in with full buys. So it's, yeah, it could be an excellent spot for G2. Obviously, if they won the 4s, it'd be exactly the same. Like the game would be over, but it's just not worth the risk.
Oh, here they come. Out towards back yellow. G2 blocked off a lot of side angles here for these longer ranged weapons. That's almost harming Hoodie. Looking for an opportunity to take someone down. That wall's gonna be a bit of a problem now, really. Once that disappears, though, this is where Hoodie is gonna have to look to find a pick. And if XL just tuck in this round, oh no, they're rotating. They're starting to move. They think that this is a fake, that the play is to the A site. Now the turret's gone down. That gives it away. Element comes rotating back in. And Hoodie just wanted him to peek. He eventually did, but just the wrong timing. Just as Hoodie looked away. Oh, that's unlucky for G2 here. XL now know the hit's coming through.
Yeah, and they've got pretty much everyone here. Utility to try and deny the plant. Like, as I said, we're now looking at this as, can G2 get 2 kills? If they get out of it with that, I think they're going to be fairly happy. And, oh, the first one comes through too. Come by very quickly. They've digged up Element. Not like this, XL. This was looking like an unwinnable position. And now Kellogg's has just found another Mitch. It's all falling apart.
Right here.
This has not gone according to plan even slightly. G2 have everything to work with here when it comes to time. Low HP on a bunch of these players. Shock Dart going out to try and find one. Kellogg dashes out, but he won't connect the shot. Here comes the health for Patatek. He's back up to pretty much full. And they're not baited out at the start, but now they're going to have to push. Maybe it's being diffused. They've spotted that it isn't. They'll try to run the clock, but it's only a Vova left. And he's being spotted now. The defuse well and truly underway. And with Patatek on essentially full HP.
Only 2 players with enough to buy anything into the next round.
Yeah, it's a really tough position to play from. I do think if you're XL right now, there's a lot of value to making some aggressive plays into G2 and around like this where you've got weaker weapons. But look at how G2 are approaching it. They're very, very conscious that someone on XL might want to push. They have a turret watching A, which covers everything. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. They come up, they come down. It doesn't matter. They'll be spotted. And Killjoy is watching mid. So, all by himself, Meadow is holding more than half the map. With the rest of the team slowly making their way into B. We're going to group. We're going to look to take these fights together. But there is 2 players here, actually, with a really nice lineup. And look at that damage. Kellogg's right away is tagged up and he's out.
This is almost like the backward setup. Like, you've got the 2 duelists fighting in towards B. It's almost unexpected with both of them being able to get anything here. An Element with one of those 2 rifles has managed to start things off at least. Patatek playing close. Delir could be everything here. If he can find something through the edge of it, but Nuke is actually going to go pushing, and he's found by Patatek as well. These stars are shining for XL once again, leaving it all onto frags. They're worthless. So the fact that they basically won a round, it's going to be a boost for both Element and Patatek. And now you look at the A site defense. They're the ones waiting.
Drone getting a little bit of information, a little bit of space. Patatek's going to be challenged and out of there with the dismiss again. This Reyna has been so solid on Patatek. We've seen it before in the past, but in this map in particular, look at the amount of times this guy is able to either garner information for his team by directly pinging people or just go super aggressive, knowing that he has the ability to fall back. This time he doesn't because his teammates...
That, as I said, we may never see things like that again. What happened to it with Avova. So this time, early stack up. But Patatek's already managed to garner that control. The thing is, though, this seems to be a play from G2. They have the drone ready to clear it. He's been spotted at that. They knew he was close, so he has to leave, and they end up with the control anyway, just a little bit later on.
And drone down through mid. Spotting, it's completely clear. XL are going to decide to stick A on this. Not seeing anyone rotate back, not hearing any steps. There's no need for them to move. And the thing I've seen from both of these teams now is a couple of times they've had no info across the map, or they've played very conservative on one side, seen no pushes. And the RNG comes in, man. These guys keep running into stacks on every map. I mean, it's more often than not. When they group and push, it's into most of the players on that defensive side. And XL now get a chance to step up massively. There's Element for 2. And he's dashed out as well. Spike down. Gorgeous start.
30
They've
seconds
locked them
left.
in. The wall just making things irritating, setting him up to not be wrapped on. Avova still managing to get the trade. Looking to try and clear some of these other angles. The problem is getting into their own afterplant becomes quite a bit more difficult with their current positions. And Patatek insta-healing the second he gets the kill. He could take some more risks here. Avova, though, managing to find another. The problem is sticking this plant will inevitably be...
At least at the start, this is looking very, very favored for the defensive side of XL.
Yeah, and you can see the way the XL have set up. They're almost playing that orb denial. Like, again, they've got their 2 aggressive duelists completely switch over. They're playing a retake wall ready over on that A site as well, looking to try and deny any information if possible, but also just basically set it up so that, well, if anybody tries to hold on to this site, it's going to be fairly difficult. They're actually going to use the lockdown in this one. So G2 playing for that afterplant. The Hunter's Fury likely just going to get rid of it. The elevated angle doesn't do anything. And while it probably will still grant them a plant, whether they get much more. Hoodie is so good with the Marshal, it's actually not fair.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, this guy came into the game as a jet operator player. He was a CSGO off player for a long time, so no surprise to see him perform well with the scope. But he needs to hit a couple more nice shots now as the retake has started. XL traded out on the first, at least with Mo falling. The Blade Storm from afar, delivering even more. Great round from Kellogg's. One of the only players that can really fight on range. Another one, though, is Nukia, because he's got this Hunter's Fury. Oh, he's hitting all the tags. 20 HP left on Element. Now down to 14, and he's about to get shot in the... Shot somewhere. Maybe. There we go.
And also, it kind of puts you in the bin because chances are the rifle rounds are normally quite close. And then when you play against pistols, that's where you make your credits. Well, not this time.
Toxin screen down.
Look at this push down mid. Do they expect another player to be here? Well, they do now. They've seen Ozzy.
Poison's off.
There's a recon to clear close right corner.
Oh, no.
Well, that's a bit sad. Chihuahua was solo this side of the map. Look how quickly everybody moves to try to get back over here.
Oh, that's cursed. Everything in this round is just cursed. First peek into a firing squad, missed shot with the op. You're gonna get caught by a turret. Everything's gone wrong. Every single. At least Element managed to get one. If they win this round, it will be a miracle because it seems like everything that could have gone bad in this round has gone bad. Element, though, he's found another. He's giving them that little bit of hope, and Kellogg's not connecting his initial shot. Gives them a bit more space.
Oh, they didn't actually manage to take Ozzy down while he was peeked up, but Nuki is just too clean. Credits when you look at those ultis, nowhere near being online. It's hard to really find the hope. Look at this setup on B. I said G2, XL, didn't matter. Whoever was on the attack is constantly ran into stacks. And there is a little bit of a setup here from XL. 2 players ready in a crossfire
Bait
position.
and double switch.
Chihuahua baiting. I mean, that's it's frankly ridiculous. This is an offensively strong setup for them here.
Oh, they've got it spot on. There's no way they expect everyone to be here, but I think they've all been spotted now. I think every single member of it has been seen, but it may not matter. Kellogg's is going to trade the first out. One just sat in the snakebite is going to take so much damage, and Avova, well, he knows the second anyone touches a snakebite, they're automatically dead with this man around. Rez coming through, peeking from Joel. He's got his 4th kill of the round, and now it's left all onto Nuke. He's one of the people you definitely want. Avova obviously being the other. He might still be able to bring this.
They can save it up and come out with a burst of ultimates to close a round. Bit of a different Viper's ult going down here. The Viper Pit instead going to be extended from the middle platform on A. It's going to give them a lot of height to play with and a lot less depth. Oh, they cannot afford to lose that duel early on. Patatek has to go huge. He can't even get out of here anymore.
Do they check? It's not looking like it's being cleared. Oh no, he pulls out the utility to swing it. But luckily, Nuke is there again to save them. Counter wall to slow down any attempt at a push through, but Nuke is still going. Almost manages to catch another. And there's a flank coming, but look, you can see that there's already an alarm bot available. The only thing will be is if the plant is attempted, will it still reach the alarm bot? I don't think it did. I think he took it back.
Oh, everyone's being called with utility out. The story of this round somehow. Meadow knows there's a player close. He knows that there could be at least. He's got some support coming out of Kellogg, so the plant will be found. I'll back off afterwards. Still the alarm bot to be played with if he wants. Yeah, it's going to be put down. It's been heard. The Nanoswarm buys them time. Nice try. I appreciate the attempt coming out of Kellogg's, but a lot more needs to be done here. Spike about to be defused. Shot's not landing. It's already halfway. It's already halfway. He's just going to stick it.
Same, or at least 2 of the 3 ults that managed to win them around last time. So let's not count our chickens before they hatch. This is still very dangerous for XL.
Oh, definitely. It's Kellogg's on the Blade Storm, man. 24 and 14, I think he is right now. And coming into this round with a Blade Storm active, we know the havoc that this man can wreak. Enemy. It's going to be slowing down a little bit. Kellogg's waiting for someone to swing on into an angle. They're going to make that play eventually. They've got the turret watching behind. They can't stay here forever, and they know rotates are going to come through from XL.
Careful.
All these little bits of utility going down aren't clearing anybody out of corners. But XL are gradually shifting away from this site. Now's the perfect time to push. As these players are caught moving away, Patatek will grab one element with another, and now they just need to play post-plant. No need to run in.
Wow. This definitely has not gone not gone great on the execution. An attempt being made by Kellogg. Oh, he actually manages to get the
30
fadeaway
seconds
headshot onto one of them, giving an opportunity for the plant, but down to just one remaining knife to try and land, or two. It didn't matter. He missed both of them anyway. Meadow has found another with the rifle, but it eventually falls onto one. Nuke, he may have himself a Hunter's Fury, but it's not going to play a part in this one. A rifle picked up. He goes on the swing. It leaves down to him versus Chihuahua. The 1v1, potentially closing the series. He looks...